Welcome to Pepe Suarez Xtra on YouTube. Thanks for always watching us. We are grateful that you continue to watch us. Thank you so much. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you have not. If today happens to be the first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to our channel. It is Pepe Suarez Xtra, a new member of the Pepe Suarez media. We'll be very happy if you subscribe to this channel for us. So the Blackstars of Ghana will be playing in the Unity Cup in London. Yes, the Blackstars will be playing the Unity Cup, and the official call-up had been something that was a mystery, something that was, I don't know what the FA was trying to do, but obviously most of the senior players pulled out, and so the FA didn't know what to do. Finally, the squad is out. Remember, Nigeria, another nation participating in the four-nation tournament, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago have all named their squad for this all-important fixture. But Ghana were yet to name our squad. And finally, the squad is out. Interesting names, those who did not make it or those who turned the call-up down, and then those who are making it. And we'll bring you the list as was announced by the Ghana Football Association. But there is space in there for Abdulaziz Issa, who currently plays for Barca Athletic on loan. But Barca, they have made their intentions clear and known that they are not going to extend his stay beyond this season. And then Abdul Salih Samet is making a comeback. I think 5 players are making their debut call-up in the national team. 5 players are making their debut call-up in the national team. All of that, we bring it to you here on Pepe Suarez Xtra on YouTube. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's move straight to the squad list as announced by the Ghana Football Association. So these are the men who have been called by Coach Otto Addo to represent Ghana in the Unity Cup. First of all, let's start with the goalkeeping department. And at the goalkeeping department, we have Lawrence Atezeki of St. Gallen. He plays in a Swiss league. There is Benjamin Asari of Accra Hearts of Oak. And then there is Joseph Tete Annan of St. Patrick's Athletic. Yes, for those of you who follow Pepe Suarez Xtra, I did a story on Joseph Tete Annan. He's a former goalkeeper for West Ham. And at the time I said he was being monitored by the national handlers. People questioned me, Pepe, where do you get this information? But here we are. Joseph Tete Annan of St. Patrick's Athletic has been invited. So those are the 3 goalkeepers. Lawrence Atezeki, Benjamin Asari of Hatzefok, and then Joseph Tete Annan. Let's move to the defense. There's Gyan of Bordeaux. Ebenezer Annan of Red Star Belgrade. Mohammed Salisu of AS Monaco. Stefan Ambrosius, he also played for St. Gallen. And you remember Stefan Ambrosius? He was one of the players that we said we had naturalized prior to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Stefan Ambrosius. There's also Aaron Esel, North Texas Sporting Club. And Aaron Esel is also a member of the national under-20 team who failed to qualify to the World Cup in the just ended U20 AFCON in Egypt. He was part of that squad. There's Razak Simpson of Nations FC. Mahmoudou Kamaradini of Midiema Sporting Club. I've told you Mahmoudou Kamaradini even deserves to start. He's the best Ghana right back currently as we speak. And he is there. He plays for Midiema. Caleb Yenchi plays for Norgeland. Obviously, he should be a player from the Right to Dream Academy. There's Abdul Salih Samet of Sunderland. Salis, he rose, and that his fall was unimaginable. How Salis could not even make it to the starting lineup of RC Lens. He's playing on loan at Sunderland, and he is part of the squad. Ibrahim Sulemana of Atlanta Bergamo, fantastic player in the middle. Ibrahim Sulemana of Atlanta Bergamo, he's also been invited. Abu Francis of Cercle Brugge, he's been invited. Majid Ashimeru makes a comeback into the Blackstars again. Majid Ashimeru, he makes a comeback into the Blackstars again. Abdulaziz Issa, Barcelona Athletic. Abdulaziz Issa has played only 26 minutes this season. But of course, his name is here, and he is part of the squad. Lawrence Ajikum of Cercle Brugge has also been invited. Lawrence Ajikum. Then there's Christopher Bunsuba or Christopher Babunsu of Genk. Yes, he's a player that we interviewed. We brought his interview here, if you remember. Christopher Babunsu. He's been invited again. Jordan Pierre Ayew. He plays for Leicester City and he's the captain of the national team. So Jordan Ayew has also been invited. Brandon Thomas Solomon Clark Asante of Coventry City. They narrowly missed out on the championship playoffs where they lost to Sunderland, and eventually Sunderland, they booked their place back to the English Premier League. There is also another call-up for Felix Afena of Juventus Next Generation. That is also to say Juventus Athletic or their B team. Felix Afena. Again, we've run stories on Felix Afena on this particular platform. If you have not read it or you have not watched that video, you can go back and read, and you will know that Felix Afena is one of the players that we were monitoring. We told you the national team handlers were monitoring, and he is back. Again, there's Kwame Opoku of Asante Kotoko. Kwame Opoku Beye, Asante Kotoko. And then there's Mohammed Gaddafi Fuseni of Union Saint Galozi. So these are the players invited by Coach Otto Addo after strenuous effort, because most of the senior teams pulled out. So clearly, if you look at the strikers, you have Felix Afena, we have Jordan Ayew, Thomas Asante, Kwame Opoku, Mohammed Gaddafi Fuseni. Clearly, you get to know that players like Antoine Selom Semenyo, who's had a record-breaking season, scoring 11 goals and providing 5 assists in the Premier League, involved in 16 goals, he's not there, even though he plays in UK. He plays for Bournemouth in the English Premier League. The game is going to be played in England, in London. He's not going to be part of it. Iñaki Williams, I told you earlier on, I think 2 days ago, I told you that Iñaki Williams will also not be coming. Iñaki called the technical team that he's already planned his vacation and all of that. And so Iñaki Williams is not also coming through. You look at our strikers, and clearly you see those who are not making it. Again, I told you about the fact that players who play in the Turkish Super League will also not be available. So it is not surprising that there is no Alexander Jiku. Jiku is not in there. There's no Jerome Opoku. Jerome played yesterday for Istanbul Başakşehir. And I think Fenerbahçe, they have a game today. And so the two are not there. Then there is one player in the Swiss League. He plays in FC Basel. He plays for FC Basel. And FC Basel on Sunday, coming Sunday, they will be playing the Swiss Cup final.
Thank you very much. Giving you a long-term injury and also giving you the goal to qualify for the final.
Okay, medium. The American said, "Parking a very good game. It's an issue. Pitting for community now. I said, very simple. It's Mukajo designs are a good thing. Okay, it's not in my opinion. My show say, in because they have fun. The about this game, now my margin say, like I will protect myself and also like the Mumbai game.
Ahmed, you got the winning goal of the game, and it has taken Kudus to the final. As a player, what does this mean for you? Considering the fact that you returned from an injury that could have been actually truncated your season. What does this mean for you to get the winning goal?
No, I'm very excited. I give all the glory to Almighty God for like bringing me back to the pitch and also like making me stronger. Then winning away, even in the training house, I catch a message, me Cup there, in Africa. So you have opportunity about semi-finals. I say you go out to qualify to the final stage.
In Koboka about the understanding our forming in terms of your upfront partnership with Cameo, but this is a more team of one say in terms of movement, in terms of passing. Gyan more as players, not their coaches now to get better on the pitch.
Well, I say Ubiani like Ubiani if you're good or until me as a player in media, Kwame Opoku good meaning baby say Koshebula, Ubijino. First, name, yes, I understand. But you see, I mean, say, oh, or you say, only say. No, now more such training grounds, coaches, and even supporters. I don't know why you to me, they understand each other to me game.
All right, the best.
Thank you.